What are we watching, man? How to make samples with G7. How to make samples with G7. Let's see what we can do here. You find a track that you like. You really like this track. Alright, what track is it? We Smoke Crack, the song from Onision. Let's sample Onision and put it on my Onision remix channel. Smoke crack. What you mainly do, well, if you're me, what you mainly do, you sit here and you find a record and you find a loop point. But most definitely, if you want to do a hard sample, you just take a snippet of it, like a pew, like the way M. Griffin say a pew. You know what I'm saying? So once you get your pew, you're good to go. If you're hard sampling. Now me, if you're G7 like me, I take a spot and I loop that spot. Like the old me would take like a part from like the middle. I take like a part with the snare in it. And then I'll loop it. And then what I do now, being that I've done everything I need, I make a new one and I paste what I copy. And then I keep the length, and then I go back and I can put the length anywhere because it's already looping. So I can paste it anywhere in the song now. And then I copy it and paste it, and then I can find like the actual part to loop it from. So it starts from bad, the kick drum. So I take the kick drum and then I cut it, I go to the beginning, and then I paste it at the beginning, and then I listen to it to see where it starts from. And that's the cue point. Once I have all my samples, I go back and it automates me to ask to save it. So I go back and save it. And I go to YouTube folder, Onision remix. And you just gotta know where you save your cue points and your loops and everything else, and how you save them. That way, when you do your work, or make your song or your samples or your beats or whatever else, or your sound designs or your background to your videos, you know where to start from. Okay, crack is bad. I know where to find my music at. Alright, and that's how you make a sample, and then you save it, and then, you know, I use Fruity Loops. I use Fruity Loops 4. Yeah, I use Fruity Loops 4. And then I started using FL Studio 9. FL Studio 9. Yeah, I started using FL Studio 9. So then after I use FL Studio 9, the best way to get a sample to sound like sampley is use the FL Slicer. But now, since this is like me making like another video with myself in it, and I'm doing things new, what I do now is use the granulizer. And the granulizer is a lot better, but you gotta find your starting points, and you gotta figure out like how long you want your samples to stretch during certain parts. Usually when I make a beat, I put a compress on it. I put complete mix because it's cool. You know, it sounds a whole lot better, the quality. You know, the bass is booming. Once I find what I want, I add something else to it just to make it sound like I made it, you know. Like I put some beatbox into it. No, I'm not gonna add that to it. That just sounds dumb. I don't know what it do, man. I just add samples and shit, man, you know. But there's certain ways to add samples to it. You can have your own sound effects. That's what I meant to say. But me, personally, what I do when I make my beats or whatever else, I add like some drums to it. And that's mainly what I do right now. I got these drums from Ghana. It's already got kicks and stuff in it, and I can filter them out and have them just keep singing and things, but I don't know. I can do whatever I want. You know, it's my beat now. You know, it's my song. I already got my own kicks pre-programmed and automated and MIDI'd out, so I really don't have to do too much with my kicks. I can just take one or add a piece. So that's how I'll make the beat. And usually when I do it that way, I sample that and then post it back in and then keep what I wanted and then I layer it out in a song pattern. But most of the time I just listen to it, just be playing around and stuff. Other than that, thanks for watching my video, subscribe, and next time I see you, there will be something new online that I'm in that you would want to see. Other than that, peace. And thanks for watching and subscribe.